Well, if you ask me about art in general, I will talk about the spiritual creation or the creativity because nowadays art is often used to provoke people to get some idea about something or wake people up to some reality. But for me, this is not the point. This is not the point because today art is something like black hole in space or 0 point. Art became everything and nothing at the same time. Means the quantity comes first of all, and the quantity rules the values, and the quality the quality is already dead, doesn't exist. Well, don't take it bad because I don't want to dramatize the situation. Nothing. It's only the fact that my opinions are a little affected around the Dadaist movement and surrealism. Some out of type, some spacefulness. Well, I can say that in my opinion, the art can exist only where the artist is absent. What I mean from this is that the absence of the conscience open ways to fill that absence by the unconscious, or by the rest, I can say. You can realize that the mankinds are always trapped in their identities, their minds, concepts, and other thoughts. But I think that those are blocking people to see their true existence, or I can say the essence. For me, the humankind has always been the essence, which means the part of the nature. But he thinks that he's separated from, and this is because of his beliefs based on some causalities, beliefs deriving from the social identities. He thinks that the nature is outside or maybe inside, but never realized that he's the nature itself. Well, what can I say about it? That where the artist doesn't exist, the art can exist because the art manifests itself through the artist. Well, in the case of the painter, for example, the artist does nothing. The painting paints itself through the painter. So the painter is absent. What we call here the creation or the artwork is not only a piece of painting, it is the reflection of something universal, some unlimited existence. I call this space, I call this spacefulness. And that spacefulness for me is the origin of what we call the arts, which is at the same time an universal conscience or universal presence. Well, I mean that for me, during the artistic activity, the artist became this presence by using his absence. He became absent for being present because the artist can only, for me, the artist can only be present in his absence. He needs to become that space to create something. He must be empty of all, included himself. Well, attention, I say he needs to become that space to create something. But that man creates nothing. He is not the creator. The man is not the creator. By the way, nothing is created. It takes shape spontaneously, suddenly, by itself. So nothing is created at all. So the artist became something like a console or a medium by using the accident, because the accidents are spontaneous. The accidents doesn't need anything to happen. It happens by itself. So those accidents open ways to the creation. Those open ways to the emptiness, to the space, to this presence is filling everything. And then the artist can make some free associations, some kind of irrational intuition. So it's because it is using that accident And that accident is something like a virus in a software which open ways to the network. So while the painter paints accidentally, for me it opened ways to the creation. It opened ways to the creation because he's free of everything. And that freedom is what I'm calling art. So on this, I want to give an example on Arthur Schopenhauer. And he precised that about his philosophy. He precised the fact that I didn't create my own philosophy, but it's created by itself in me. My philosophic approach appeared by itself without my intervention, and those approaches appeared in these moments that my will was like asleep and my mind was not pre-oriented in a direction. Like this, I was like a stranger to my masterpieces. So in that way, on that example, we can understand what is really spacefulness in art.